Let's try this one more time. I was completely live in the wrong spot. I'm like, why am I not seeing this anywhere? It's not popping up, not getting any notifications. This is the final Wednesday. Of course, my awesome dog, I don't know if you can hear him, just popped down behind me, so he'll probably be snoring and farting like he usually does when he hangs out. I don't know why he feels he has to be 2 feet away from me when I'm doing this kind of stuff. If you're on LinkedIn, if you're catching this live on LinkedIn, do me a favor and comment. Just let me know that you can see this. I may have to come back and do that later. I scheduled to go live over there as well. Same thing on YouTube. So what I want to talk about was how to instantly turn any cold market prospect into a warm market prospect, i.e., why the warm market myth may be killing your business. And I want to talk about this in terms of a concept and think about this. And I'm gonna share a couple of different ideas with you, a couple of different strategies, and hopefully get you thinking like I think. And again, I'm not the perfect way that I think. Um, and I'm gonna qualify this with in terms of building your business and not building your business versus not cold prospecting and losing lots of money as an opportunity to let people know what you're doing. So, first of all, I want to tell you if you don't know me, my name's Forrest Knight. I'm a social media marketing strategist and coach. Just got this today in the mail when my coaching client sent it to me. I was like, it's so cool. If you want to see what it says, I actually posted on my timeline on Facebook here for you to take a look at. Anyway, social media marketing strategist and coach. Love helping entrepreneurs, small business owners, sales professionals um, make more money, right? And specifically online, how to engage and do all that kind of stuff. I'm a coach with the Higdon Coaching Group, which is an absolute honor. Hey, Dick Dixon, thanks for swinging by. Appreciate it. Glad you are here. Glad you are here. Glad you are here. So, one, I want to talk about your warm market, and I want to talk about marketing, right? So let's talk about this in general. There's there's influencers out in the market, as you know. If you're an influencer, what I'm saying may not apply to you at all because you're famous, you're a Kardashian or whatever, and you just say, hey, and everybody just flocks to you, right? So this doesn't apply to that group of people. If you're not an influencer, what I'm going to say is going to apply to you, and you can't use influencer strategies to grow your network. They just don't go hand in hand. But how do you create an influence on social media? So one of the things that is very important as you start your, and we'll just talk about network marketing business or sales business, doesn't matter, car business, sales business, furniture sales business, whatever you're doing, it's very important that you let your warm market know what you do. So let's talk about that for just a minute. One of the things that's very important that you do when you start your business is how do you communicate with your warm market about what you're doing? And there's all kinds of strategies out there. I'm just going to come up with I'm just going to share a very basic one. Let's say I'm reaching out to Rick, and Rick's been a good friend, but I haven't talked to him a while. I'm going to reach out to Rick and say, hey, Rick, it's been a while since I've communicated with you. I hope you're doing great. Hey, I'm not sure if you know this, but I just aligned myself with a new company that helps people do XYZ PDQ, and that could be make money working from home, whatever you want to do. Opportunity. You don't want to throw in opportunity and product at the same time. You want to do one or the other and not both. So I help people make money online with the internet business, or you could say I help people in a fitness program lose weight, whatever it is you do, or generate leads, or whatever it is that your business does, whatever value, service, a product. Maybe it's save money on their internet service. Who knows? Whatever it is that you do, you can share that with them and say, if you and you'd say, hey, I'm doing a friends update, right? Hey, Rick, it's been quite a while. Just reaching out to you, give you a friend. You can do this on a text, on mobile. You can do it on a phone call if you want to. You send the message out to your warm market people and let them know what you're doing. And you call it a friends update. Hey, it's been a while. Want to give you an update. Just like if you started a new job at a car dealership, right? You started a job at a car dealership, you'd reach out to all your friends and say, hey, I'm not sure if you know this or not, but I just started working in XYZ PDQ Motors, selling cars. If you know anybody that needs a car, appreciate a referral. You're going to do the exact same thing with your network marketing business. Hey, I just started working with XYZ PDQ company. If you know anybody that needs XYZ PDQ, appreciate a referral. Hope you have a great summer. I'm going to bounce. I'll talk to you soon. Very just update. Very cool update, right? Very cool update. The other side of the warm market way that you can approach people if you're looking for business partners, you can reach out to Rick and say, hey, Rick, man, it's been a while. I was thinking about you. I just started working with this new company, and for some reason, you jumped right to the top of my mind. Not sure if you're looking for other income opportunities, but if you are, I'd like to share what I've got going on with you. If not, not a big deal. Let me know either way, man. I look forward to chatting with you. Have a great day. Right? Warm market update. Very, very simple. That's your warm market, right? That's people that you know. You don't have to go into a lot of rapport building and fluffy stuff. You just ask them. The other side of having a warm market, right? So that's one part. Part two is you always want to be adding new friends to your friends list, right? You're not adding friends to your friends list to prospect them. You're adding friends to your friends list to get their eyes on you, right? You want to get their eyes on you. And the reason you do that is because you're going to show up every day. You're going to show up every day. You're going to show up every day doing something on social media with intention of getting people to ask you questions so that you can start a conversation to be able to bring them into the fold to find out if your product or service or business opportunity is going to be a fit for them. So let me rewind that a little bit. One of the things that's very, very cool is that we've learned through rank makers and Shalene Johnson, who teaches the Insta Club Hub, who runs Insta Club Hub, who teaches Instagram strategies, Kenya Kelly, who teaches TikTok strategies. They all say that if you're going to be on any one of those platforms and run a business, you need to be very focused and very nichey. You need to niche down and just talk about one thing. And for me, as a result of doing that on Instagram, right, on Instagram, my warm market people, as I add them and connect with them, I don't even really need to prospect them. I add them, connect with them, post, add, connect, post. My warm market people start to see that stuff. And guess what? They reach out to me. I don't even have to prospect them. I reach out to me, not because I'm an influencer, but because I'm consistent about talking what I'm talking about. Now, are all of my friends going to reach out to me with an interest in my product or service? Of course not. That would be ridiculous to think that they're going to. So that's the other side of that. The other side of your warm market, if you're going to attract them to you, aka attraction marketing, is you've got to be consistent in your messaging, either on Facebook or LinkedIn or TikTok or Twitter or wherever you're at. You've got to constantly talk about the same thing over and over and over. And if you'll know me, I talk about building business and I talk about trading Forex. That's the two things that I talk about. I talk about my product and my service, and I talk about growing a business and growing a business online and helping other people make money. That's the two things that I talk about consistently. If you go to my Instagram channel, you're going to see that it's all about Forex trading. It's all about Forex trading. It's all about Forex trading. You'll see the banner scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Guess what here? That's to help people enroll and learn how to trade Forex, because no matter who you are, no matter where you live, learning how to trade is a skill that you can use. And I'm throwing in a commercial here. This is a skill that you can learn how to use to create income for life. So again, that's my two thought processes as I'm building my business. I'm doing that with intention, right? I'm doing that with intention to build my business. So as I'm reaching out to somebody, maybe Rick's a friend, I haven't talked to him in a while, say, hey, Rick, just wanted to let you know, I just started working with this company that actually teaches people how to trade Forex. Curious, who do you know that would like to learn the skill of trading? If you know anybody, I'd appreciate a referral. I've just done two things in that, right? One is I've given Rick an update on what I'm doing. I've also told him what I'm doing, and I asked for a referral. And he might say, hey, that's something I've done. But I've also, watch this. I've also dropped a little nugget, a little seed into his brain to start looking at what I'm doing. He's going to start watching to see what I'm going. And when I post a result or I post a contact or I do something like that, he's going to start watching me, and maybe eventually, maybe he'll reach out to me. So that's one part of the warm market. The other side of the warm market myth, and this is where, okay, this just pass all that. Let's move into this warm market myth part of this. And I'm going to get to cold market prospecting and how to convert those to warm market here. And we'll wrap up with that. So the warm market myth assumes or presumes, I guess, would be that if you go out and you build all this rapport with somebody and then you pop the question, that they're going to automatically say yes, which isn't necessarily true. The biggest challenge with that is you're moving somebody up the position ladder without really asking them right up front if that's something they want to do. So you go in and you build all this friend stuff with them and you comment on their timeline and you do all that stuff, right? And there's nothing wrong with doing that to just get their eyeballs on you from the marketing side that I talked about earlier. But to presume and assume, this is the myth part, assume that because you build rapport with somebody, and you do all your back and forth to eventually say, hey, you look like a cool dude. Would you be open to taking a look at what I'm doing to make money on the internet? And I say, no. You've just wasted all of that time to simply ask me a question that if you would have asked me in the beginning, you would have saved yourself time. So the myth of warm markets, assuming that to build rapport with somebody instantly means that they're going to say yes, is a complete falsehood. It's not true, right? And give an example. Just had a gentleman that reached out to me on Instagram back on November 30th. Again, not slamming him. It's good that he went through that process. And it took him from November 30th to December 20th, maybe November 31st, basically 20 days to get to where he popped the question. The question was just horrible. Again, no bad on him. He just didn't know how to do it. But it took him 20 days of rapport building to ask me a question for me to say not interested, right? When if he would have just asked me up front, 20 days, it doesn't mean that he couldn't be my friend. It doesn't mean that he couldn't have done all that. And I'm not going to go down that training rabbit hole. But again, he spent 20 days going through this back and forth thing to only get a no. So there's the myth. Did the whole rapport building thing make me want to do business with him? No, it did not. Now, does it necessarily mean it wouldn't work for the next person? Who knows? Maybe, right? But in your warm market, what I would suggest, if you're going to attract your warm market, show up consistently talking about what you're doing. Talk about your business. Talk about your opportunity. Talk about your results. Give business tips. Be a business person. Put on your business hat. Take off your network marketing hat. Put on your business hat and talk about business. Give business tips. Give business results. Give business shout outs. Talk about things that you'll learn at a webinar or an event, right? Don't be weird. Right? Warm market. So hopefully you understand the concept of warm market prospecting, building rapport and going through all that stuff to build a relationship with somebody doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to join your business. It's probably just easier just to go out and send people friend requests that have similar interests to you, bicycling, cars, backpacking, hiking, fishing, scuba diving, whatever it is, and just build relationships with them. And let them come and put their eyeballs on you to see if what you're doing is something that they want more information on, and let them reach out to you and then go back to the simple way of saying, hey, I know we've been friends on Facebook for a little while. I'm not sure if you know this, but I help people start online home-based businesses. Who do you know that might want to start an online home-based business? I'd appreciate a referral. Again, thanks for being a friend. Have a happy new year, whatever you want to close that out. Again, you've given them an update. You haven't directly prospected them because you didn't have to do all that kind of stuff. You just gave them an update. Ask them if they know somebody, and if it's them, they'll raise their hand and say, yeah, I'd like to know more about that, right? Again, it's a very easy, casual conversation to bring people in your fold. Now, cold market. How do you instantly turn someone from a cold market prospect into a warm market prospect and not seem spammy and weird and all kind of funky? It's very, very easy. And I like to do the offline version, and then you can do the online version. It works the same way. For example, and I got to share my Carlos story. It sticks in the top of my head. It's very, very fun. So I was at Wingstop. My wife and I went to Wingstop to get some wings. It was one afternoon, and I went in there and I placed my order, and I'm standing there waiting. Long story short, a gentleman walks in. His wings weren't cooked enough. He sent them back, and while he's standing there, I decided I wanted to reach out to him. Right, so I reached out to him. I looked over at him, and there's somebody standing in between me and him, and I looked at him and said, "So, what you got going on today?" And I started a conversation with him, and I said, "What do you do? How long have you been doing that? Blah 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 blah." And I said, "That's very cool." And he was going on vacation with his wife to take her out for her birthday. Long story short, in about 90 seconds, I got his phone number. I said, "Hey, curious, it's funny that we should meet here. Curious, do you keep your options open when it comes to looking at income opportunities?" Like, you know what? Yeah, I am. I would be interested. I said, "You got your phone on you?" I said, cool. Here, and I had a little scan code on my phone. He scans it. It opens up a form. I said, just put your name and contact details in it. It'll send it to me, and it'll take you to my digital business card. He did that. I got his contact information, and I said, I'll follow up with you in a couple of weeks when you get back from vacation. So when I did that, and we've been going back and forth a little bit, and he asked me to follow up again with him here at the first part of the year, but it's been a going back and forth conversation. Basically took a cold market prospect, someone I'd never, ever met before, and turned him into a warm market prospect simply by asking him a question. So how do you do that on social media? Very, very similar. So let's say I'm on the Aston Martin page, and I'm looking at the new V12 freaking James Bond car. This absolutely freaking vent. Oh my God, it's so sexy. Anyway, let me come back. So I'm on there and I'm looking at the car, and I see there's got a ton of people that have commented, a ton of people that have loved, liked, and all that kind of stuff, and a ton of people that have shared. I can simply go through those people, and I can find the people that are active on Facebook. And there's another technique. I'm not going to teach that now, but basically I can cold market prospect them something like this that says, hey, Rick, I ran across your profile. I ran across your post, your comment on the Aston Martin page. Absolutely love it, right? Absolutely love it. I can reach out to them. And there's some other strategies in that, right? But I'm going to comment on his timeline first, make sure he's active. Then I'm going to tell him, I send him a message and say, hey, I know we don't know each other. I ran across your comment on the Aston Martin page. I can see that you love Aston Martins like I do. Can't wait to get one in my driveway. The reason I'm reaching out to you is I'm actually expanding my business. Curious, do you keep your options open? Do you keep your options open for additional income opportunities? If not, no big deal. Appreciate it. Enjoy your Aston Martin. Very, very easy, casual conversation, right? That I can bring somebody into my fold. The other way that I can do that, right, is I can delay that just a little bit, have a little bit slower conversation, is I can reach out to him and I can say, hey, Rick, man, I ran across your profile on Aston Martin. You look like a really cool deal. When are you planning on getting one? Start a little conversation with him. He's like, yeah, I'm going to get one pretty soon. Like, wow, that's very cool. Curious, what do you do for a living? Right? Again, I'm having a conversation. Same, just like I did in a pizza restaurant. Curious, what do you do for a living? Oh, yeah. How long have you been doing that? Again, I'm sending that message. How long have you been doing that? Yeah, 10. Wow, you must really love it. I'm doing this. I'm typing this. Wow, you must really love it. It's all right. Cha-ching. That's where my cha-ching goes off. The second somebody says, it's all right, it's okay. Yeah, they sort of hum and haw about it. I'm going to go cha-ching. I'm saying, that's funny that I ran across your profile on the Aston Martin page when I was looking for cars. I'm actually expanding my business. You seem like a pretty cool guy. Do you keep your options open and look at other income opportunities? If you do, I'd like to share some information with you. If not, no big deal. And I'm going to wait for him to reply back to me in that conversation. You see how I just build rapport with him, but I'm looking for that in. I'm looking for that in. I'm going to use all that information. If he says, yeah, sure, absolutely, my next message to him is going to say, hey, do you have 2 minutes to jump on a quick call so I can get some information from you so I can find out what information I need to send you precisely. I already know what I'm going to send him, but I want to get him on a call. I'm going to get him on a phone. Okay, cool. Like, looks like you've been doing that for quite a while. I'm curious how much money, if you did do something on the side, if you did look at an additional income opportunity, how much money would you have to make? And I'm using this as ammunition, right? I've taken somebody from a cold prospect into a conversation who's now a warm market prospect. Did you see that? How to instantly take somebody from point A to point B because I asked a question. I wasn't nerdy. I didn't spam them. I didn't do any kind of weird stuff. I simply asked him a question. Do you keep your options open to look at additional income opportunities, just like I did Carlos at the pizza restaurant? Right. So I'm going to ask him that question. Hopefully I get him on the phone. Absolutely cool. What I need to do, how much money are you looking to make? How much money are you looking to make, Carlos? Carlos is going to say, blah, blah, blah. I say, that's really cool. I actually wanted to make a little bit more money than that. That's absolutely neat. What we need to do is I'm going to send you this information. Now, just to let you know, the information that I'm going to send you has helped me and my team enroll 76 business partners over the last 90 days who have earned, and I'm going to use his exact number, who have earned an extra $1,200 a month. For the right person, there's a great income opportunity here, right? I'm going to go ahead and send you this presentation. How soon can you watch it so I can schedule a follow-up to see if you're fit for our team? and I'm going to get a calendar from him. I'm going to schedule some time from him, and I'm going to schedule a follow-up. I'm going to send him the link because I've got his phone number. If you can't get him on a call, you can have that exact same conversation through Messenger. You're going to send him a message. You're going to set up a follow-up time. Then you're going to follow up. Hopefully you got some value out of that in terms of basically thinking about what a warm market prospect is, and not assuming just because they're a warm market prospect, because you built rapport with them, that they're going to join your business opportunity. They're not. And you'll notice how I just took a cold market prospect and instantly converted them into a warm market prospect. Disclaimer, will it work every time? No. Does it work the majority of the time if you have the posture and you understand what you need to see next and have that conversation? If you practice that over and over and over and over and over and over again, you're going to get really good at it. I love you. I appreciate you. Have an absolutely awesome new year. If you got this on LinkedIn, hopefully you got this on LinkedIn. If not, I'll go ahead and share, download it and upload it over there for all the LinkedIn people that might have missed it. Appreciate you. Love you. Have an absolutely awesome new year. Jesus loves you. Absolutely nothing to do about that. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact, and be an equity creator. I hope you are too. Happy New Year, guys. Bye-bye. New Year's. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy 2022.